I didn't know this, but I got this a little bit earlier than I was supposed to, and I don't know how, but this lens is badass. Alright, and we're recording. Alright, y'all, don't judge my glasses. I can't find my normal prescriptions that I usually wear, so we're stuck with these old man ones. As you guys know, I've been shooting with Sony now, almost a Fuji, because I was originally shooting with Fuji, and then I went to the GFX Fuji, now I'm with Sony. And I pretty much have my Sony set up perfectly now with all my lenses and then my whole little setup with my grip and all that kind of stuff. I now have the 17 to 28, the 28 to 75, the 70 to 180, those are all Tamron lenses, and now I have the Sigma 100 to 400. This thing was only, I think, like $1,200. That is really cheap for a lens that's this good. All these controls on here, it has all your standard controls, unlike the 7180 that has zero stabilization on it and all that. This has everything that you need to actually shoot outdoor wildlife, wild landscape stuff. You guys know I shoot a lot of fashion, but a lot of like the commercial stuff that I've been booking, there's a lot of nature stuff and outdoorsy, like active wear kind of stuff that I'm starting to get into. So I figure it's like, this lens is only $1,200. Let's go for it. I was kind of skeptical about what the quality would look like, and it's pretty damn sharp. I think a lot of it goes into it being mirrorless. I've had the Canon 100 to 400. I've tried the Sony 100 to 400, or the Fuji 100 to 400. I haven't tried the Sony one. I have tried the Sony 70 to 200, and that thing was heavy. I've had the Sigma 70 to 200, and that's like one of the heaviest lenses I've ever had in my hand before. This thing's really light. It's hard for me to like really show how light this is. Like, I ain't a super big guy, you know, like, and look, my pinky can like easily, this doesn't hurt at all. This lens is super light. You can see without the lens hood. A lot of the pictures are with the lens hood. I love using lens hoods. I think it's very important to control your contrast. But yeah, you can see when I zoom it out, it gets way longer. To me, that's not an issue. And you guys know I shoot a lot of in dusty, kind of brutal locations. So I'm not too worried about dust and all that. I'm sure if anything crazy happened, I could send it in. You can see it's insanely light. Like, I don't know how to justify how light this is. This glass of water, if it was full, would be heavier than this lens, which is pretty freaking crazy. This is why I love mirrorless, because everything's just so light and compact, and you can fit it in a bag way easier. I need to stop looking at this monitor. I need to look at you guys. Of course, when you put the lens hood on, it looks way bigger, and then when you zoom it out, it gets even bigger. I don't know, there's not much to say. Honestly, it's a really freaking amazing lens for $1,200. I've tried Sony's other lenses, and I've never really been impressed by the sharpness on them. I tried the 24 to 70, the 70 to 200, and I mean, they're good quality lenses, and the build quality is definitely a little bit better than this. That's not to say that this is bad build quality. It's just, I don't know, the whole saying of you get what you pay for with camera gear used to be true, but now camera gear is becoming so affordable, and it's pretty insane what it's capable of doing. But yeah, let me get out the Tamron 70 to 180. I would say that these might be, they're almost like equal in weight, which is pretty insane. So you see with the lens hood, they're not that different. They're honestly like pretty similar in weight. It's kind of insane. I'm just thinking that this is probably the best way to compare these two lenses, because this is going to become a staple lens for Sony shooters. So yeah, you can just see the size difference. It's not that big of a difference. This is gonna be a short video. The lens is amazing. I have nothing bad to say about it yet. I've only shot fun stuff with it, AKA I've only been around town to shoot with it, and haven't done anything too crazy. So I'm going up to Oregon for a gig in a few days, so I'll be able to use it up there if I have time. I don't feel like there's any stress on the mount or anything like that. I'm really freaking pumped about this lens. So yeah, guys, let me know if you have any questions about it. Again, it's a little short video. There's not much else to say. I have no complaints on it. Granted, I haven't used it on a proper gig yet, so I don't know, maybe I'll find something wrong with it. I will say the autofocus on it is amazing. If the lens can track my dog, I know it's good. Pretty much all these Tamron and Sigma lenses that are coming out for the Sony hold up. So I was adapting a Sigma 70 to 200, and that thing, the focus, sometimes it would nail it, sometimes it was sketchy. But yeah, guys, I don't know. There's a lock on it. I don't know. What do you want me to say? You guys know how I roll. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them down in the comments, or I'll do another video in the future maybe on it. I don't know. Peace.